Hey YouTube, Drone Tech here. If there was ever any doubt in your mind that CNN and really the media at large was really just the propaganda arm of the Democrat Party, this should be the final nail in the coffin of any doubt that you had. Today on CNN, Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo were downright giddy. I would even go as far to say they had thrills up their legs over Nancy Pelosi and her exchange with President Trump yesterday.
That we must keep government open, that a shutdown is not worth anything, and that you should not have a Trump shutdown. You have the White House, the Trump shutdown. You have the White House, you have the Senate, you have the House of Representatives, you have the votes. You should pass it right now.
No, we don't have the votes, Nancy, because in the Senate we need 60 votes.
No, but in the House,
and we don't have.
You could bring it up right now.
Yeah, but I can't, excuse me, but I can't get it passed in the House if it's not going to pass in the Senate. I don't want to waste time.
Well, the fact is you can get it started that way.
The House we could get passed very easily,
okay,
and we do.
But
the problem is the Senate, because we need 10 Democrats to vote, and they won't vote.
That's not the point, Mr. President. The point is that there are equities to be weighed. And we're here to have a conversation in a prayerful way, so I don't think we should have a debate in front of the press on this. But the fact is, the House Republicans could bring up this bill, if they had the votes, immediately and set the tone for what you want.
If we thought we were going to get it passed in the Senate, Nancy, we would do it immediately. We'd get it passed very easily in the House.
No, that's
we
not
would get it, Nancy, I'd have it passed in 2 seconds. It doesn't matter, though, because we can't get it passed in the Senate because we need 10 Democrat votes.
Of course, from my point of view and the point of view of everybody I know, Pelosi and Schumer got shellacked. They did not want that meeting to be public because they didn't want to have to publicly stand against border security, which they basically did during this debate. So, of course, the media leapt into damage control, and everywhere you look is just high praise and giddiness from the left over what they say was a win for Chuck and Nancy Pelosi.
Thunderdome is a new part of our political reality. Two sides enter, but only one can leave with a win anyway. Now, the president on one side, President of the United States, the master of message and in-your-face fictions, and on the other, his new foe, the Nanchuck. I like it because it sounds like, the martial arts.
It sounds like, the martial arts.
Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. They were wearing smiles and a bunch of new power. They were ready to give the man some of his own medicine.
At one point, Don Lemon actually claims that he's being objective when he says, "Oh my gosh, Nancy Pelosi is a boss."
We were talking about the name that we came up and it was Nanchuck.
You came up with it. In fairness, my name was not good. I had Pelumer and Pelosi, and you were like, oh. Nanchuck is great because it's like what Bruce Lee would do with those things, what happened in that room.
I say that today because as I was laying, taking the Theraflu nighttime this morning, as I was laying in bed or this afternoon, and I saw this on television, and just objectively speaking, I was like, oh my gosh, Nancy Pelosi is a boss. I mean, she handled herself amazingly.
Well, it's amazing what a few weeks difference can make. You know what I mean? Like, she had all those people bringing the hate parade on her about whether or not she should be speaker. When I interviewed her the day after the election, she was like, I'm going to be speaker. Yeah. You'll see.
Another thing I found interesting is when Chris Cuomo is drooling over Nancy Pelosi, and he characterizes criticism of her from within her own party as the hate parade. You see, when your job is to demonize the political opposition of Democrats, and of course that's completely legitimate, but if you happen to criticize somebody that they support, somebody whose agenda they're trying to advance, well, then you're a hate monger. Or you're a hater. Hey, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. If you like my content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and then consider supporting me through Patreon or PayPal. Thank you very much.